not breathing in his house. The neighbor took pictures and left the house to ask for help. When Inspector Kamal and Constable Voytek arrived at the murder scene, the body was gone. The victim, Nasir, is described as of medium build with dark hair. Nasir is also believed to be the stalker of a woman admitted in the hospital. Police are calling for witnesses who may have information from the vicinity and suspicious behavior of the man himself prior to his disappearance.
Okay, begin.
So we have a 45-year-old male, Nasir, who's divorced, and he's stalking Adriana when she's admitted to hospital.
Yet, on the 6th of May, the stalker is found dead by the neighbor. The neighbor leaves the room to call the police. When he returns 10 minutes later, the body is gone. Blood on the floor. It's a mess.
So you're telling me the neighbor saw the body on the floor, starved, not shot, called it in, and then by the time we get there, the body had vanished?
That is exactly what I'm telling you.
Do you believe it?
He doesn't strike me as the type to fabricate a story like that. He looked like he had seen, how shall we say, a ghost.
Nasir knew Adriana from high school, right?
Yes, he did. But I do not know how well yet.
So obviously the husband, who was very stressed, killed him?
No, it's not possible. Because on the day of the killing, he was incarcerated. He had assaulted a doctor, and he was considered a risk to do it again. There was no sign of forced entry, blood trail in the house, yet no body.
So that leaves who? The sisters?
Could be someone in the family.
Doesn't he have a sister? Maybe his ex-wife, a friend? Usually it's all about jealousy, money, or revenge.
Usually. But there was no sign of forced entry. Blood trail in the house, yet no body.
So that leaves who? The sisters?
Might be someone in the family.
Doesn't he have a sister? Maybe his ex-wife or a friend? Usually it's about jealousy, money, or revenge.
Usually. I will interview family and friends. You will interview as many hospital staff as you can. Medical staff, security, cleaners, patients.
We also have to interview Adriana.
Ah, yes. Adriana. Good. Good.
Hello mate, I'm Voytek, I'm coming from the police station. Are you the security officer here?
Yes, I am.
I need to ask you a few questions, would that be okay?
Yes, definitely, police officer.
No worries. So, did you see anything suspicious on the camera? Security camera?
Yes, we've seen this person named Niram, so he was very violent and abusive and attacking staff members. Yeah.
Okay. Did he appear to you like a murderer? Or?
Definitely, yeah, he did, because the way how he was acting with his body language.
Okay. Wait. You know he's now banned from the hospital and he's in the lockup. You know that?
Oh, that one I wasn't aware of it, but before that, previously on many occasions we've seen him coming, being very aggressive.
Okay. He will only come back to the hospital on the days his wife will get the baby.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one I wasn't aware of it.
Okay, okay. One more question.
Yeah, sure.
Did you ever see this man in the hospital?
It's very hard. Looks familiar, but
Look. Have a good look. Have a good look. Let me know what you think.
I'm not sure 100% police officer Voytek. No, 100%.
Okay. Anyway, when you get all the tapes since the last admission.
Yeah, certainly. Just let us know what date and time and the location, and we'll prepare it for you.
Okay, no worries. We'll let you know.
The man outside who is watching you. You are sure you don't know him?
I told you, I have never seen him before.
And you said he was here more or less every day.
Yeah, more or less.
But you do know him, don't you?
How would I know him?
Headland High School, right? He might look different now. But we checked and both you and Nasir were in the same school.
I didn't know him well, but yeah, now you say that, it could be him.
You were friends, weren't you?
We used to hang out, like all of us. He had a crush on me, but I never thought anything.
It is alright. You are not to blame for his stalking. But why would he do so?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he wanted to have contact with me again.
So now you also know that a dead body was found on the floor.
Yeah, your colleague told me.
And now his body is gone.
Yeah, your colleague told me too.
So who do you think is all behind it?
Honestly, detective, I have no idea.
Adriana, look at me. Did you ask somebody to kill him for you?
No! I would never do that!
Okay. Okay. We will come back tomorrow. But Adriana, this will not be our last interview.
I appreciate you coming in. I know it's difficult, but we need to clarify a few things.
No, I understand. It hurts to believe, but first she had a stalker and now he's...
He was found by his neighbor, stabbed with a knife.
Oh my god! Stabbed with a knife?
Why would Adriana, your sister, want him dead?
Yes, why? She was only tormented by him. Stalking her. She was scared, pregnant. That wouldn't mean that she would kill him. You really think she did it?
People do desperate things when they feel cornered.
Yeah, but no, she couldn't. She wouldn't.
What about you?
What about me? Really?
You do love your sister.
I do.
You've been protective the whole life.
But I didn't even know him. And I didn't believe that she had a stalker.
But you did know him.
Not really. I know we went to school together, but he was much older than me. I had my own crew I hung out with. And I didn't know he was the one stalking her either. Yeah.
Where were you on the 5th of May?
5th of May. At work, of course. And then I did go for some grocery shopping.
Can
And
someone,
then home.
can someone confirm this?
Yeah, my colleagues when I was at work.
We will
I'm
check.
not sure after that.
Interview starts at 1 p.m. So your Todd's a good friend of Niran. How well do you know Niran?
I know Niran quite well. We are actually friends, you know. We are drinking buddies. We went to a holiday together. We went to a resort. We went together with our partners, Ellie and Gabby. None of us had any kids as yet.
So why did you go after Nasir?
We didn't want to kill him. We just wanted to give him a bit of a fright. That guy was stalking Adriana, you know, but I could not that day send up Jean to, you know, but I understand. I heard that Jean did not make it to Nasir. And John actually thought it was a stupid idea anyway. Me and my brother are innocent.
Okay. So who do you think wanted to harm him if it was not you or your brother?
I think it is the wife.
Really?
It has to be the wife.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the wife is responsible. You know, Nasir has got a wife. They are not yet divorced. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Okay. I don't know why, but if you ask me, it has to be the wife. It is the wife.
Okay. So, who do you think would want Nasir's death? Do you want him dead?
I do not want to kill him. We married for the last 18 years, you know. We now separated. I fell for his good looks and intelligence. And then we have a son together named Kareem. So I don't have any clue. I am angry because I want to cut him off for his money. He is really spoiled, you know. I still like him, but he's really spoiled and he doesn't do anything for his son. And he thinks I am a bitch, but I'm not. I think he's a total idiot. He does not. I still like him, so I know all of his affairs, and I think he might end these affairs one day, and he will realize that we are together. And I really saw him chatting away with one of the other sisters of the two girls. And I think one day he will realize his senses, you know. I wasted all my 18 years with him. I don't give him the pleasure of divorce. I'm not divorcing him.
Well, I know him from our first job, so 15 years ago. We both studied international business and worked for Transworld Enterprise. And we became friends, you know how it goes, after work drinks, business dinners, yeah. Yes, indeed. But I think the competition was too much for him. It is really bad in that industry. The stress, commission-based. He did not cope and left after 2 years, though we stayed friends. Well, you know how it happens sometimes. He's a handsome bloke. He speaks languages, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, so he went into teaching. Really going back in salary, but he has rich wife, so he did not care so much. Well, not really. She doesn't want, not sure why. Anyway, I never liked her, never. No, she's just not my type. And the affair lasted 2 or 3 months, but we stayed friends, good friends. Well, I was a bit surprised myself. I know she has a husband who adores her, and he is pretty obsessive, so he could not visit her. I think it has something to do with her being pregnant. He had so many affairs, but I think not with her, I must say. They used to be just friends, as far as I know. That's all I can say about the two of them.
Police continues to search for the missing man Nasir. His family and friends are all being interviewed. Petro, our correspondent at the scene, has more information. Petro, what can you tell us?
Thank you, Garn. This is John reporting live out the front of Nasir's house here in South Headland. We have breaking news and an update on this case here today. On site here, we have heard from neighbours who have directly told me that over the past 3 years, as long as Nasir's been living here, he has been receiving numerous visitors all times of the day. These are frequently women, well dressed, driving expensive vehicles and wearing luxury jewellery. We've even heard that there is CCTV footage in the weeks leading up to his disappearance of a car approaching the house and an unidentified person getting out. We're unclear if that person has entered the building or if there has been any sighting of the body. Inspector Kamal has given us all the updates, but neighbours are shocked to hear about this devastating news. They describe the missing person, Nasir, as being polite and friendly, with none of the characteristics of being a stalker. They are really surprised. But right now, I've managed to secure an interview with Nasir's opposite neighbour, whose name is Ali, and he is here to give us extra information. So, Ali,
Hello.
tell me a little more about what you know about this case.
Yeah, up to 1 week before his disappearance, I used to see a very beautiful lady coming and visiting his house in her Audi. Very, very beautiful Audi. She looked very expensive and rich, as the car did. And she, even, you know, the strange thing is, after his disappearance, then the house was locked by police. She used to come and check. And the last time she came to check on the house, I went out to see what she's doing. And then she disappeared. I don't know whether she entered the house or she went to the backyard, entered the house. That's very strange and suspicious. I usually look out from the window that I sit in the house and check the street and the neighbors, just to, you know, for the safety and security only. And yeah, this is what I noticed. And I reported it to police, but I don't think if they did any action again about it.
Okay, so this is breaking news. We have a live development on the case. So from here, if we do not hear from this mysterious woman, we may never solve this mystery of Nasir's disappearance. So, Garn, back to you.
You're a friend of Nasir. Can you tell me your name?
My name's Brad.
Where were you on the 5th of May?
I remember quite clearly, actually. I was in my office in Perth when I actually received a text about his disappearance.
How well did you know the deceased?
Deceased? I thought he just disappeared.
I will ask the questions.
Well, we've known each other since high school. Grew up together, and have been friends since.
Who will benefit from his death?
I think you've got this the wrong way around. He didn't come from much. His wife used to give him an allowance.
So he came from a disadvantaged family?
Yeah, his father could never really hold down a job. Went from sort of simple little casual jobs, working on farms, that just couldn't seem to hold these jobs down. So I'd say so, yeah.
How then he came from such a privileged university?
Well, he was a very intelligent guy. I think also coming from that disadvantaged background helped in him getting a scholarship. So he was always pretty motivated, wanted to make some money. So I think that all helped in getting to where he was.
How did he meet Adriana?
Well, I think it was around first year of university. She was in the arts department, I think, and they met at one of the local pubs we used to go down to. Yeah, I think she just joined our circle of friends after that, and she was with us all the time.
Did her sisters come here also?
Not very often. She had a younger sister, Nitu, who I met a couple of times. We used to go to their house for a few pre-drinks before going to the bars, and she'd always be around. So I'd met her a couple of times and knew her pretty well.
So you must also know his wife Gabby?
Yeah, I obviously being friends with him for so long, I know her pretty well. I've never thought she was the right person for him. She was a little bit boring, if you ask me. But Nasia liked the finer things in life, and I think with her money, that kept him around. He knows how to spend it. Cars, parties, women.
So you must also know his wife Gabby. How is she?
She's like I say, quite boring, a bit flamboyant, a little bit over the top sometimes. I'm not a big fan of her.
Why do you think they're not living together?
Well, as I mentioned, Nasia liked the finer things in life, which included quite extravagant women. And I think she eventually got over all the affairs. I tried to warn him over the years, but he continued to go down that path.
So how often do you see each other now?
We usually catch up every couple of months. I think the last time I saw him was around 2 months ago. He was very distracted when we were together. Couldn't really hold a coherent conversation. Didn't really mention anything about Adriana though. Yeah. He did say something that I thought was rather strange though. He mentioned something about there being more babies. I didn't ask him about it at the time, but when I got home I did think, is he a sperm donor of some sort?
Oh my, these reporters have no clue what happened. Oh my.
Have suspended the search for Nasia. There's no body found, and no, the murder case has been scaled down to a missing person case. The case remains open, pending on new information. Alan, what can you tell us about the weather? It has been raining more than expected this week,